Hello, this is Nina, and I'm just going to jump on with some energies that I am getting today. So welcome in, welcome in, welcome if you're new. My name is Nina. I am a psychic medium, a channeler, and a healer, but I am not working as that right now. I'm just kind of sharing on YouTube, so that's that's the way I work these days. So just forget everything behind me. I know there's a bit of a mess. I'm sitting here at my painting table. But what keeps coming up and that I wanted to share with you today is there is a lot of healing going on at this time. Every time I shuffle cards, every time I work with cards, and every time I sit down meditating, there is this word healing coming up all the time. And it's not just for me, because of course I am also in a healing process, but it's kind of the energy in general that I'm feeling right now. It's a lot of healing going on for many people. And healing isn't where things just gets taken away from you. Healing is where we actually are brave enough to go into whatever it is that we need to release. So it can be a painful process first before we release and before the new energy comes in, before the new start comes, or before the healing is done, right? So we are now in a process where I'm feeling like we're kind of in the middle of the storm, if you will, when it comes to the healing process. And as we knew, it was going to happen around this time in April. And March and April, I would say. March was also a big month, and April is also a big month. And I know that there's been eclipses, and there's a lot of stuff happening in the astrological world, which I'm not a specialist, so I'm not going to go into that. But I do know that a lot of stuff has been happening. And when I'm looking at the energy in general of the planet, I feel like we're kind of in the middle of the storm of this rinsing off or shedding of that old energy and that healing process that we have been in since, well, probably for a long time, but at least since September 2022, when I saw the kind of newer energies being anchored in on the planet, and so which many people call the shift. And so I feel like what we're going through now is kind of the aftermath of that healing process, of that awakening process, of that shift happening in the energies. Because every time I'm looking at the cards now, there is healing, healing, healing coming up. And I don't know if you are feeling that as well. But remember, if you are in doubt that you are healing, remember that it always feels a bit yucky in the beginning, because we are releasing these old energies that needs to kind of come out of our physical form. They need to go somewhere. If they're going to be moved out of your body, they need to go somewhere. And the way to release that old energy is through your nervous system. And that's why we have to feel those emotions, okay, to let it out. So that's kind of part of the healing process. So I'm also getting, I just put some cards down right now, and I'm also getting hope and also purification. So, and healing the old wounds and healing in general. So there's two healing cards that came up out of four cards, purification and hope being the other two. And this was just something that I did to kind of, I'm not using cards very much on this channel, but I use cards sometimes to verify what I'm getting. Okay, so whenever I'm doing channeling, whenever I'm connecting in meditation, I write it down, and then sometimes I use the cards or a pendulum or something else to kind of verify what I'm getting. So that's kind of why I wanted to jump on now, because the verifications have been coming one after the other regarding this. So I kind of needed to jump on and say that. So, but we can talk a little bit about the energies for April. But I have kind of turned away from doing these monthly energy updates. And the reason for that is because, first of all, I don't want to be a channel that predicts, because predictions can come true if you keep being in the same energy as when the prediction was made. But if you change your energy, then you're going to choose a different path. And so that prediction will not be correct for you. So that goes also for Gaia in general, all depending on what direction she's going to take. Or if the energies on Gaia changes, then that will be another timeline. So for me, predictions in that sense isn't going to work, right? It might work if you stay in the same energy. Then you will draw towards you that energy that I have foreseen. But the thing is that we are constantly changing energy. And so predictions in that sense will probably not come true, okay? So even though I might see something happening, in the near future, if we stay in these energies, that's likely to happen. But if we change those energies, that's likely to not happen. Then we are going to jump to another timeline. Okay. That's why I have chosen, and also because we are all on our individual journeys, I can tell you about what kind of energies we have right now, today, and give you advice on how you can deal with those energies. And then it's up to you what timeline you choose or what energies you choose to play in. So that I can do. But I am kind of stepping back from doing the prediction thing. Okay. So I can tell you about the energies I'm feeling right now. And the energies I'm feeling right now is very much about healing the old wounds and being brave enough to feeling it through. Okay. So if I do any energy updates in the future, it will be the current energies. It will be called the current energies, because that's all I can do, is I can feel the energies right now. Now, spirits can, of course, give me some information that they want to convey, and that will kind of hit home with whomever out there feels that resonates with them. That's a different story. But to do the prediction of the next month energy update, I'm not going to do in that sense. And I explained why I won't be doing that anymore. Okay. So if you followed me just because you wanted the predictions of the next month, then, you feel free to unfollow if you don't feel like, whatever I'm conveying to you now is your gem, then your cup of tea, then that's totally okay. You have my blessing in moving on. But I feel like I need to be 100% honest about how energy works, and this is how it works, people. There's many people who are doing predictions, and they must do that. That's totally okay, and they are probably correct if you stay on the right in the right energy field or in the right frequency. That will probably come true. But if you choose to change, you will jump the timeline, and so you won't really be able to see that. So but take that as you will. This is your choice, of course, what you want to follow and what you believe in, but this is me and what I believe in. Okay. But anyways, energies right now is about healing, and my advice, or spirit's advice rather, regarding how to go through this period of time where we are healing. First of all, they say be gentle with yourself. Be very, very gentle with yourself. Remember that your higher self loves your human self unconditionally. So no matter what your human self would ever do, they are deeply loved. Okay, so your higher self and spirit, your spirit team, the source, God, angels, whomever you believe in, will love you unconditionally no matter what. And they will also want to help you to love you through whatever this is, this healing journey is for you. Okay. So the encouragement from spirit is to invite in whomever you believe in, whomever you feel is a security for you. It might be Archangel Raphael, the energy of healing that we call Archangel Raphael. You might want to call that energy in to help you. You might want to call in the energy of protection that we choose to call Archangel Michael. You might want to call in Jeshua, Christ consciousness, the source energy itself. Or if you have a past loved one that you would like to have on your side, maybe a motherly figure or a grandmother or grandfather, something like that, then you can ask them to come and help you and hold your hand through this. So that's kind of what they wanted to say, and I'm getting chills now, is because they really, really want to convey how much they love you and how much they want to love you through it. Okay? We are so bad at asking for help, and we are so bad at opening up and being vulnerable enough to say, hey, I need help. I know that for myself too. I'm the same way. I mean, I am in a human form. I have an ego, right? So I will also have trouble asking for help. But that's the invitation right now. Okay. Be bold enough to ask for help. Be bold enough to say that I'm at a space where I really need help. I'm in a position where I'm feeling lost. I'm feeling really vulnerable right now. I could need some support. I could really use your feeling of support and your feeling of love right now. So that's kind of what they're inviting us to do. Is there anything else, Spirit? I'm hearing look for the light, look for the light. That might be something specific for some of you, but I'm feeling what they're saying. Yeah, okay, thank you. So what they're saying, of course, is that focus on what makes you feel good. Okay, focus in this process of being good to yourself. Yes, you need to feel through whatever it is that's inside you. But if you then spend time looking at things outside of you that's really low vibrational, really scary, or really sad, or stuff like that, yes, it might resonate and move some energies out of you. But if you get stuck in that, it might actually create even more issues from an ego perspective that you don't need. So that's why they're saying look for the light. So look for the things that's working. Look for the good news. You have enough in you that needs healing. You don't need to add on to that from other people, other situations, or what's going on in the news, stuff like that. So sit with yourself and what's already here from maybe trauma or past episodes or PTSD or whatever it is that you're struggling with, anxiety or whatever. So go inwards and deal with that. Don't look outwards on what everybody else is doing, how they're doing it, or get dragged into the drama of situations or people or whatever. Okay? So look for the light. Look for the brighter things in your life. And remember also what's working. Even though we're in a situation where we're healing and it feels yucky or it feels heavy right now, there are always things to be grateful for. You can be grateful that you have food in the refrigerator, a roof over your head, you have friends in your life, you have family, or you have a pet, or you have a job to go to, you get money in every month. There can be so many things that you can be grateful for. So see if you can focus on those kind of things on top of it, and that will help, deal with whatever situations that are heavy within you. Okay. So I think that was it. I just needed to jump on and share that with you today. Thank you so much for participating. I'm wishing you a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. Till the next time I see you.